I heard JDV versus Eddawg next.
Ooh.
A Washington versus Washington match. I'm sure these guys have played before, but
Yeah.
I'm very curious on how this will go. Eddawg has been playing pretty well. I think got some kind of upset today, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it was on Justice. Yeah, Eddawg beat Justice
Oh, wow.
to get here.
Is that a set
So-
that happens? I mean, I know Justice has kind of been moving around and stuff, but
Yeah, I don't think that match has happened in a bit. I know, obviously, Min Min Bayo, that's a bit difficult. Although Eddawg has been experimenting with more characters, I wouldn't be entirely surprised if we see maybe the Korin come out.
ooh.
But we'll see. This match actually did happen at a weekly not too long ago, and it was a bit of a JDV sweep, if I do say so myself.
Okay, yep.
Although Eddawg, did pull out the secondaries, didn't quite work, but there's been some time pass, There might have been some improvements made. There might be some game plans that were changed, and so I'm curious on who Eddawg will go. I'd imagine JDV is going to be just going with the Pac-Man.
Yep.
No reason really to change here.
And we're expecting the Bayo from Eddawg.
I'm expecting the Bayo from
Okay.
Eddawg, I'd say, instead of the Korin.
Yeah, definitely a character that's been on the rise recently.
Yeah.
I feel like for the first portion of Smash Ultimate, it was just a character that we were like, oh, it's not Smash 4 Bayo,
Yeah.
But a lot of these Bayo specialists, putting a lot of time and effort into this character and really showing that they're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, and I mean, with like the kind of like newer combo rails coming out with like Witch Strike, just killing so early, Lima kind of popularizing and optimizing that. That can kill literally at 0. People were saying like shades of Smash 4.
Yep.
Just a lot of you have to be really creative and you have to be really fearless with this character. But if you're a specialist, like you said, you have those skills on lock, and Eddawg is no exception. On top of that, I mean, we've seen Korin also on the rise, especially with the Neo kind of doing as well as he has. He's kind of given Korin the spotlight that she hasn't had since maybe Smash 4 Cosmos.
Yeah.
Bayo Pac-Man, game 1. Immediately you're seeing Eddawg take that center stage consistently again and again. We're seeing JDV rack up this damage consistently. That's a quick
goodness.
76 off one combo.
Yeah, and I feel like playing against Pac-Man too, it is so important that you don't fall behind. JDV, when he's given the space to just kind of back up and play slow, will definitely take that space.
Definitely. Oh, the through fake out. Very just a kind of a tricky little trick there from JDV. Eddawg aware of the hydrant and aware of the water. Tries to mix up off of it, but doesn't quite get it.
I like that Bayo can do combos while holding onto the fruit as well.
I do too.
Just, utilizing those specials to the best of her ability.
I don't remember who it was, but I mean, like Bayo can combo into the fruit even if given the right opportunity. Apple, since it sends like upwards, is a very useful tool actually in this matchup, which is funny. He's gonna get rid of the hydrant immediately with the up smash.
I like the angle that the up smash sent it there too.
I didn't know Bell bounced off shield like that. JDV just gonna get back immediately. Okay, I like that.
Oh, and the two
Back
boots
air.
from the Pac-Man. Big red shoes. Hurt
Definitely.
real bad.
Although, I mean, for how big of a lead JDV had at the beginning of this game, Eddawg's kind of made it back a little bit. It's definitely a deficit of sorts, but Bayo can kill earlier than people think sometimes. Especially with the last patch of the game, kind of giving Bayo that jab kill. That'll kill like 130. Back air very strong. If it tippers, that'll kill, honestly, now at ledge. Oh, doesn't get the confirm into the tipper, but does get the confirm. Now Eddawg has advantage. And the up tilt back air, such a good reversal, especially.
Yeah, JDV just boxing with these forward airs too, just making sure that Eddawg is not safe in that kind of like neutral spacing. Has to think very, very hard about the options that he's taking, because otherwise you're going to take that foot to the face.
Oh, and JDV aware of the potential grab there from Eddawg. F-throw, pretty important tool that Bayo has. JDV not going to give it up for free. The hydrant going set up into the sky there.
when I'm thinking about staying unpredictable, I always think of two things. I think about the options that you're using, and then I think about the timing of those options, right?
Definitely.
And I feel like JDV is a master of the timing.
Definitely.
There's so many times when JDV, I expect him to just step back, you know, hide behind the hydrant, you know, go charge a fruit, and then suddenly, just like that, drops off the hydrant, throws out a grab. So unpredictable in that sense.
And it's so good. Pac-Man has so many options that are so quick but so deadly. All of the smashes, like F smash kills cross stage at like 80, and then when you have 140 rage and you're saying this untouchable, this is gonna kill quick. But that back air, finally seeing it from Eddawg there, finally getting that first stock. Can you get any more in this first game? Using the hydrant, okay.
A little bit of momentum there. Oh, going out deep as well.
Still has advantage, keeping that positioning. JDV gonna be sneaking his way out. And I like that. I like how Eddawg kind of positioned himself with that combo and delayed his recovery in a way to where he didn't actually recover, decided to go aggressive, and that tricked JDV.
All right, and the Bell F smash, not going to do it quite yet. All right, some extra damage there from Eddawg. Is going to take a little punish on the landing, but, you know, a couple of jabs won't hurt.
JDV trying to cover that roll with the, that had been scary. Covering that roll with the F smash, just putting it out just in case. That very meaty hitbox. The Bell, actually the up smash is going to kill honestly earlier than I thought. Bayo smash is not the absolute worst, truly. JDV, I mean, if you want to talk about a master of timing, getting that timing with the Bell, getting that sudden, just boom, react fast.
Yep.
It's just so important, so good.
All right, and the percent lead definitely in JDV's favor here, but you can see Eddawg is scheming, looking for this opening that's going to turn into one of those Bayo combos.
And I kind of like, I'm surprised at how fast, I'm surprised at how fast JDV recognized when Eddawg was on that platform just shielding there, like, okay, I'm just going to give up the space if you're just going to keep shielding. I get a free resource, and he actually got the kill and the game off of it. Very good, quick decision-making from JDV there to get that game won.
I was very surprised that Bell lingered for quite as long as it did on the ground there. Awesome, so we're going to stick with the Bayo here for game 2. JDV, of course, staying with Pac-Man.
But gonna be trying out the Bayo again. I mean, it wasn't that far off. JDV got a couple good combos. Really, I mean, you know, the percentage that we saw, literally, we're off of one combo. He did 70 two different times. You really can't beat yourself too much.
Yeah, JDV was doing such a good job of the early stocks in that last game. Both of those, you know, first and second stock, just early Galaxian combos that just, you know, hurt so bad. Eddawg, good parry on the Pac-Man dash attack. That's a move that a lot of people have trouble dealing with.
And I like that, just the up B. Up B is just such a good option in general because it's such a good combo starter and such an important tool for Bayo. Oh, doesn't, wait, maybe gets the kill off this, gets one. Oh, turns it around, very smart on the part of Eddawg, but doesn't quite lead to a kill. Only looking for a DI mix up and not quite getting it. And yeah, we're seeing again that up B, just such a good get off tool for how much damage you can get off it and a potential kill. But not seeing either of those times. F throw, not going to be killing either. And yeah, it's just so difficult to close out these stocks as Bayo. You have to stay so patient. So far, Eddawg hasn't been too greedy, hasn't given up anything too significant.
Yeah, I love how patient Eddawg is playing this too. JDV, you know, kind of hanging out on the like near the corner. Eddawg isn't getting too aggressive, isn't throwing out anything risky, knows. Oh my goodness, that was a really good confirm.
Eddawg with the Bell.
Forward tilt. Putting Bayo off stage here, and the Hydrant is going to cover that.
Yeah, and JDV, I mean, as much as Eddawg was showing that patience, as much as he was trying not to overcommit, really, like, even dashing forward, we saw that convert, or saw that it results in a grab on JDV's part, and that just kind of sent things a bit downhill for that stock. Eddawg, now that you aren't in the lead, you have to be a bit less patient, which when you're fighting JDV, just being such a wall, just a mosquito, it's difficult.
Yeah, JDV at 205% here. You don't often think about Rage Pac-Man, but JDV not a stranger to these late percents. Oh, I like the jab mix up there too. Jab 1-2 just into a grab.
You want to talk about Rage Pac-Man, we're seeing the bell come out. Wow,
Oh.
the bait with the bell. JDV saying, okay, you know what? I know for a fact you're going to dash directly at me. We've seen it again, but earlier we've only seen a grab out of it. That time the F smash going to be killing again mid-stage at like 70. Like I mentioned earlier, very good stuff coming out from JDV, but Eddawg evening out, or not evening out, taking the first stock of this game. Looking for some damage, doesn't hit the side B.
Yeah, is putting on some damage here. I like how much Eddawg is using these platforms too, just kind of floating around them, understanding that you don't really want to be on the same ground level as the Pac-Man if you're trying to avoid those forward airs and those nairs, those quick kind of like boxing burst options that Pac-Man's so well known for.
If you're Eddawg, I mean, it's the same story as game 1. It's genuinely really close, but JDV is finding these huge damage opportunities off these tiny little mistakes that Eddawg is doing. He's getting a bit too greedy. When you're far behind like this and you have to take that stock, you have to take some risks to get it. But JDV's just so good at capitalizing off of it. We're seeing Bell, the risk reward so heavily in JDV's favor. Doesn't get a conversion, but gets the timber back across stage. Finally taking its last stock here. Oh my god, no. Okay, not quite.
It just charges it right in front and says, hey, I am going to get this bell and I'm going to immediately toss it at you. Pac-Man with the bell, one of the scariest characters in the game.
Definitely. JDV just calling out these approach options, using his tools to bait out Eddawg and doing something. Oh, yeah, that was a really unlucky misinput, actually, canceling the wall cling with an up air.
Yeah, I'm guessing going for a quick, get-up attack or something and not expecting that wall cling on the ledge there.
That's unlucky, truly, but we move to go to game 3 here. Can Eddawg make the reverse 3-0? I mean, he's getting closer with every game. Game 1 was a 2-stock, game 2 was the last stock, so we'll see. Gonna be switching up the stage here. A change of environment. Sometimes helpful.
Yeah, sometimes you need that. Going to be a couple of different conversions here for the Bayo. Also going to mean that you're not going to have, too much space away from JDV. You can still use that platform to stay away from the forward airs and the nairs and sometimes the bell, but sometimes Pac-Man can be a little shark under those platforms too that you have to worry about.
Well, one thing though that I'm curious on how Eddawg doing a good job stalling. One thing I'm curious about how it'll affect this game is JDV now has the option of just setting up a literal house with the hydrant there with such a large center platform. So far though, extremely even. Eddawg not really giving JDV the chance or the space to set up that house, but finally we're seeing it. Potentially doesn't get the grab, doesn't get the up smash either. Very tragic if you're Eddawg, but JDV taking all of the advantage that he can here.
I love the interaction with him holding the fruit up and then just having the hydrant collide with it multiple times. I had the bell confirmed there from JDV. You don't want to hang on the ledge because you don't have invulnerability anymore, but you don't have a lot of great options to get away from that bell.
I mean, Bayos love doing that drop down side B. JDV kind of calling that out a little bit, saying if you drop at all, you will get hit by the bell and you will die.
Yep.
Past the ledge.
Ooh, I like that. Getting that second ABK off of the hydrant there.
That's such a high percent. Eddawg looking for the back air. Will this kill? No. Not even close. No rage. Finally, actually, Eddawg scooping up the side B there, kind of getting the chance to abuse Pac-Man's recovery a little bit, but not actually converting off of it. Now JV has that aforementioned house built with the hydrant. Racking up his damage again.
Yeah, one of the first times we've seen bats there.
Like it's his life, and a throw, not quite gonna kill.
Yeah, and I feel like Bayo One of the things that we've seen more from her recently are those gimps, getting those stocks off stage on some of these characters with some of the worst recoveries. Pac-Man, you've got all your tools. You're recovering from anywhere on the stage twice.
Definitely. Up throw not going to kill either. At this point, it's getting to the point where down throw even can kill. No way.
Oh, that's such a hard position to be in. You don't even know if the bell's going to force you to tech.
Exactly.
Let alone being ready for the second forward air there.
I like how on the bell Eddawg did what looked like that kind of option select with the buffer options, but not going to be enough. Goes for the triple jump so that he can recover and makes it back to stage. But again, and again, it's just JDV holding onto these stock leads so insanely well.
The falling up air from Pac-Man too. That's not something you usually see. And
Hydrant be killing at about 90.
Yeah, that reverse hit of the up air. Going to connect with the Hydrant, and a dominating set there from JDV. Going to take that 3-0 and move on into the winner's bracket.
Amazing stuff. Did I hear
Okay.
Captain L?
Are you trying to enter Smash 4?
Oh, I kind of do love Smash 4. I won't lie.
Do you want me to make sure you're entered? I'm just going to hop over there. I'm going to enter.
When does it start?
They said that registration is closing in like 2 minutes.
I would love to play some Smash 4, me personally.
Okay.
But
do you want me to make sure that you're entered?
That'd be awesome.
Okay, I will be back in like a minute.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, Smash 4. Smash 4 is my first ever video game tournament. Kind of in a serious sense. My first ever local was Smash 4, so it will always have a soft spot in my heart. I played that game for a few years, but it has its faults, of course, but so is Ultimate. I still love Smash 4 a ton. I'm glad that the BC scene embraces it as much as the scene does. I mean, we have this. People just love it here, and it's awesome. I love me some Smash 4 Sheik. That is one thing that I do miss, but also don't, is Smash 4 Sheik. Like, I miss Sheik being a top 3 character. I really do.
Me too.
But at the same time, I love Ultimate Sheik. I actually think Sheik's like, not quite redesigned, but just kind of reimagining. And this game is so good, just with so many lagless moves, so many cancels. Needles just being lagless on the ground and having combo routes now is crazy. Like, I go back to Smash 4, and it feels weird not being as fast, which is crazy because in Smash 4, Sheik was the fast character.
Mm-hmm.
But,